Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and we are live. That's correct, guys. I am live. I just woke up and I immediately jump on the stream. That's what we do. We're having a great stream. I did a bit of moving. I'm staying at my residence and I'm having some fun. That's right. That's right, guys. We're having a lot of fun. Let's get the intro done and let's start the show. That's right, guys. Let's get this baby off the ground now. We want to run the show and get this baby happening. Let's go. Hey guys, and we're live again. We've got a few people tuning into us and we're out there streaming. That's right, we're streaming. We've got what have we got happening here? NATO, how is it that Curly is a better host than you? Hey, Curly's got magic. Curly's got some real magic. Different people have different perspectives. Guys, now let's see if we got the link pinned. We always want to pin our link because we want to encourage so many people to come on the stream. That's what we like to do. We like to encourage the participation, and it's important that we get people on the stream. Otherwise, we're fucked. Because, and it is pinned. Look at that. Tan the man. Fuck, he's fast. Guys, we had a fantastic picture yesterday. And this was from the Kesslowitz. Kesslowitz? Yeah. Kesslowitz. He rejigged my entire collection. And I thought it was pretty magical. Let's have a look at this. I got to tell you something. That guy is this is actually pretty damn clever. I'm going to bring this up on the screen now. Da-da-da-da. Speaking of which, we got JD. Hey, JD.
Hey, man, 1 second. 1 second. I always do this. I don't set my audio up properly.
Oh, that's okay. We can hear you well.
Amateur hour. There's better. Hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
That's the Anzac Day march in Sydney. I'll just turn the camera around.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man.
So, here we go. Back camera. There we go.
Anzac Day.
Yeah. We just had a F-35 Raptor fly over.
It's a public holiday. Public holiday in Australia?
Correct. There's quite a few people out early on a Thursday morning.
Wow, look at this. It's always good to see. Look, wow, wow, how long is this line? Man, this is amazing.
They used to have it on George Street, the main street, but they've moved it. I think it's because of the light rail has...
Yeah.
Light rail, you'd be tripping over it, so they've moved it. It's pretty good.
It's a public holiday. You're having the day off. What are you doing today? What's your plans today?
Mate, just being here for the morning. Bit of a walk around. Nothing too exciting.
Yeah.
I got my Speedmaster back earlier in the week, which is good, from service.
Are you wearing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. It's beautiful. It's working okay now?
Yeah, it's a weird one that it needed a service so early. It's a CH61, which hadn't had for that long, obviously, only for a couple of years. But I just woke up one morning, wound it 6 times, and it stopped completely dead. There's nothing left of it. It's like, that can't be good. So, not too bad. They fixed it in 7 weeks. which wasn't too bad for Amiga people, so that's all good. Good to have it back. You miss it when you don't have them, when they go on a holiday like that, you really do miss them. And I remember you guys were talking about the Speedmaster. I think we had the Ultraman on
Yeah,
screen, you're talking about it. I was like, oh God, I want my Speedmaster back so bad. And after
yes.
you showed it on the stream, then I got the text from Amiga to come and collect it. So I was very, very happy about that.
You
It's
know, I want to
fantastic.
get my Omega back. You know where my Omega is, don't you?
Where is it?
Yeah, it's collateral. I gotta pay a few
Oh,
loans back. Did you see that photo, that artwork? Did you see the artwork that Kislowitz did for me yesterday?
yes, that's wonderful. Wonderful
I,
stuff.
I don't think I need any more than that. What do you
I
reckon?
think it's pretty solid. Like, it's just everything's relative. And the problem is that
Mm,
you're the man. You're the pontiff, so
mm.
you've got to flex hard. Anybody else, that's way more than you'd ever need in a lifetime. But just because of who you are, you need to have that collection. But for normal people, or even for very wealthy people, I think that collection you have at the moment is more than enough for a couple of lifetimes. But I know what
It
it's
is,
like.
isn't it? I mean, it's a lot of
Oh,
money in there. You know
absolutely.
what I mean? It's a lot of
Absolutely.
money.
Absolutely. Totally agree.
Mm.
Totally
So,
agree.
what's happening? You're taking the family out today? What are you doing?
They're at home. My daughter is just unwell with a cold. She's been bad all week. Unfortunately, she's been on holidays, so
Yeah,
mum's looking after her at home today. But
yeah.
I love your cufflinks. I love your BMW cufflinks that you've been wearing. They look awesome.
Ah, you like them?
Yeah,
They weren't
yeah.
expensive. They weren't expensive.
No, they look good though. They look
They
really
actually
good.
came from the dealer. They came from the dealer there. We got a super chat. Tickology, $2. Arch, how much dollars do you truly owe? I owe him 15,000 at the moment. Okay, and I am working on it. We're working on it. Tickology. We you know it's yeah. I'm hopefully moving forward. It's Tell me this. We went to Vacheron. You had a good look around. Did you know Dave actually
Yes.
had he got a tourbillon? That's the tourbillon.
Wow. Really? That's super exciting. That's
So
epic.
those are about 220 Aussie, right?
Yeah.
He picked it up just over 100.
Wow, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
fantastic,
it
though.
was. It was.
I mean,
I think it was
what a
a
piece.
year or two old.
I don't think it gets any better than that.
Would you
Any
want?
better
Is
than
that your
that.
dream watch, a tourbillon?
Yeah, I mean, I I don't know if I'd ever be in that league. But if I could, I'd obviously prefer
Yeah.
something like that
You
over
know,
a hideous Richard Mill or something like that any day of the week.
that's exact. Hey, we got a super chat from Jake Brooks, $10. Who needs bass playing when you have? I'll just mute that for a minute. Who needs bass playing when we have bagpipes? By the way, where's the Daytona in that collection? Daytona was sold. Daytona was sold. Look at this. A brass band. You're always a marching band. You can never go wrong with the marching band.
No, you can't. There you go. You might move away from it just for a moment so I can talk to you.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, I got to tell you something.
This is where
Um,
I met up with you that day when you were in Sydney, right, walking down here. Remember, you're walking
yeah,
down here.
Martin Place. That's
That is pretty
right. Yeah, Martin
popular.
Place. That was
There you
so
go.
cool, man. Tell me this. I get a feeling with watches, right? The thing about this hobby that's so great is you could have a Speedmaster or you can have a Tourbillon VC. We got the same bug. You understand?
Absolutely,
But I want to
absolutely.
say one thing to you. Never lose sight of the fact that just because you have I'll be honest with you, Speedmaster, because I don't own my Speedmaster, I owe money on it. Let me tell you something. You know how much $5,000 is a lot of money when it's in collateral hock. You know what
Oh
I mean?
God,
To
absolutely.
get it
It's no
back,
joke.
it's actually it's a lot of money for us Aussies.
I
And
totally get it. And it's made so much worse in that our currency is so devalued.
have you seen
It's
petrol
so bad.
prices this week?
I know. I thought you were telling a joke when you said it was over $2 in Brisbane, but it's the same down
Yeah,
here, if not worse.
because I got to
Um,
use that premium shit. It's $2.58 a liter.
that's insane. And I know that they bring in international factors, which we don't have to get into, but really,
Mm,
it impacts it that quickly. I mean, it's a
yeah.
bit sketchy, isn't it? Thankfully, we only have one car that we share and don't really. I use public transport quite a bit, but it's. I mean, it's a cliche to keep saying everything's expensive, but everything's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I got to
You
tell
know,
you something. Like the Beamer is very fuel efficient. You know, it gets about 7 liters per 100 kilometers. 6 to 7 liters.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty
You know
good.
that I get similar mileage out of the Honda Civic,
That's crazy when you put it in in those
but,
terms.
but you know how
A
it's done,
performance
don't you?
vehicle,
It's a direct injection, and it's
right?
also got a turbo.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
that's
makes a
the secret.
difference.
Okay, but I got to tell you honestly, that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money, and we really haven't had big pay rises here. You know,
No,
like
it's been
for a
flat
normal.
for ages. I haven't had
Mm,
anything substantial, and even if they do give you one, it's so marginal. It never offsets the inflationary pressures from everywhere else. So
yeah,
in reality, even if you're getting these pay rises, which aren't much, as far as I'm concerned, my pay's gone in reverse in real terms in the last
yeah.
5 years.
The only thing is, if you've got your house paid off, you don't. You're real winner chicken dinner, aren't you?
That's
If you got
correct.
your
Yeah,
house
that's
paid
a
off,
huge thing.
right, you can really move forward.
And
Just going to
that's
do the super chat again. Jake Brooks,
yeah.
$10. Who needs bass playing when we have bagpipes? By the way, where's the Daytona in the collection? I sold the Daytona. Um, yeah, you can't look. I can't afford to keep everything. Rodent $3.05. Good to see you back in Honkers. Hope you have a good trip. Where are you now? What's this?
It's you can tell when a watch isn't worth anything when they leave it in the window overnight or at Mont Blanc.
Yeah,
You know, you
yeah.
could tell that's like, well, we'll just leave it in the window overnight. Who's gonna take it?
Who's
I'll
gonna?
just put my back cover on.
What do you
Uh,
think? What do you think there? I mean, seriously, with Mont Blanc, is that a brand you'd ever want to buy?
no, I mean I only know it from Pen Talk. I had a wallet once which I
They're
replaced. The wallets are
expensive.
quite nice, but they
Mont
are
Blanc is
expensive for
dear.
what they are. But yeah, I like their wallets and stuff, but I don't know how aspirational it is if you get bags and shit. It's not really my thing, but
Nothing
to
is
each their
cheap in
own.
Mont Blanc. You know what I mean? Like I like this quality. Oh, I like the quality,
Yeah,
but
it's not too bad.
it's it's expensive. It's very expensive. Um, how is Sydney weather? What's the weather like today? Tell me what's
It's
happening, please. Tell
kind of
me.
mild. It's about 21 tops today, so it's
Well,
not
we've got
too
Paddock, Philip. So
hot.
you're down near Circular
Yeah,
Quay, aren't you?
no, I'm further up. So I'm near David Jones, so heading towards Market Street. That's that
Yeah.
dealer that you've been in the window of. That I don't know how you pronounce it, J
Oh, you're
Farren.
on J. Farron Price. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
nothing open, but
They're real pompous. Have you been into that store?
Never. I've never been into stores like
they're
that.
really,
I don't bother going into. I'm more of a Tudor man. I feel comfortable in Tudor and Breitling and Tag.
I tell you what, Tudor is
and
respectable
Seiko.
middle class. Tudor's not cheap.
No, and that's what I think. I looked at the GMT Pepsi, the Coke, sorry, the new one at Watches and Wonders of 58, which does look
Yeah,
nice, but it's
it's a
not a
good size.
throwaway expense. It's a wonderful, wonderful watch, a wonderful piece, but in Aussie dollars, like, what, you're going to spend 7,000 on that? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's too much.
Yes,
Too much.
$7,000 is a lot of
No
money.
joke.
It's a great watch, but look, it is
Yeah.
nice. I mean, I think if we got a super chat here from Rodent 3.0, $5. One of Archie's classic vids is of his opinion of brands like Mont Blanc, Raymond Weil, and Frederic Constant.
Yeah.
The problem is, I think Tudor is decent. You know, when you're talking about that money there, Tudor is very. I feel a bit naked. Let me go and grab a watch. Just cover me for
Cool.
20
No
seconds.
worries,
20
mate.
seconds. 20
No
seconds.
problem. I can't see the chat, so if you're ripping me a new one, that's all good. I can't read it, so rip away. Strange people of the internet. It's what's the show without Archie going away for 20 seconds? Wish there was another flyby. They had the flyby at a jet before. Wasn't expecting it, but when you hear it, holy shit, it's like the world's coming to an end. It's fantastic. We used to do a lot of those flybys with stuff like this with the F111, which they do a fuel
Yes.
dump at the back of it, and they light up the sky. That's fantastic when they do that. But I don't know if they're operational anymore, the F111s.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
No,
They're not
okay.
operational. They closed
Right.
them. I'm sorry.
Too expensive to
Yeah.
run, I think.
Well, no, it's just they're actually a Boeing aircraft. You know, they've been out since the 60s.
Okay.
They replaced them. They kept upgrading them, but you know the reason they got them was because they could fly, because their airbase is Amberley. They could fly to Indonesia and come back.
Okay. It's sort of
They got a special
Soviet
range.
bomber.
Yeah, that was 1960s.
Where is
I got
everyone,
to
Arch?
take.
Where's the panelists? What's going on? Get their
Where are
asses
the
on.
punters? Get their asses on. Exactly it there, man.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
is happening? I'm gonna post the link. We'll post the link a few times. Are you? But tell me this. You've got 2 Rolexes now, haven't you?
Just the Air King.
Just the Air King.
Yeah.
But that's still a lot of money, don't you think, or not?
Of course it is. Of course it is. And for me, I think for the moment, you often say to yourself, enough's enough. And I think I'm genuinely at that point where enough's enough. So if I get anything new, something needs to go out before it comes in.
Yeah. Would you get another Rolex? Is there any Rolex you really want?
GMT Master 2 pre-ceramic. I love those, but I don't know. I think that horse may have bolted at this point. But there's nothing really in the current collection that I'm really. I used to love the Milgauss Sea Blue. I always loved the look of that because I like things that are a bit not quite. You know, they're a bit quirky, I guess. That's why I love the Air King, because it's a bit crazy with all the 5s on the dial. I think that's kind of cool.
Yes.
And once they redesigned it with the 05 version with the crown guards, I was like, I have to get one of those. So I'm just really happy to have one at the moment. That's fantastic. That's all I need at the moment. But who's to say? And Daytona, I don't know, they look small to me. They don't, not that I'd ever be able to pull one of those off necessarily, but yeah, just not at the moment. I don't think there's anything in the current catalogue. What I do like is some other random watches, like from Tag Heuer. I love that skipper that Bear's getting. I love the look of the skipper because it's a bit weird. You know, it's a bit strange. You know, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. But I got to tell you something. I don't know what it is. Like, to be honest with you, the thing about this hobby is, right, like an Air King, I don't know what you think, but for a normal bloke, that's a fuckload of money.
Yes, no doubt.
It's not cheap.
No doubt.
What's that? What did that cost you? You got that retail, didn't you?
Yeah, I got it retail.
Was that 10 grand?
10, yeah, just 10 something, 10,500 or something at the time.
I mean, that's
So
pretty
yeah,
damn good. Look at this. You got an Air King, which is, that's a pilot's watch. It's an Air King. It's a
yeah, it's
sport.
very cool.
It's fucking very cool. So you got the
everything
Crown
about it.
Guard one, don't you? You got the Crown Guard
Correct.
one.
Correct.
Yeah, that's fucking beautiful. That
Yeah,
I had
love
the
that.
no Crown Guard one. That was that was beautiful. But the Crown Guard one, I think, is the one to have.
Yeah, on that previous model, that was a fatter case, so that was similar to the Milgauss case, was it? Like the previous model Air King, it's sort of a bit fatter. They slimmed it down in the last version with the Crown Guards on it in the 05.
Yeah. I've been fucking around with this watch. I must tell you, it's been fucking hot in Hong Kong yesterday. I was
about to
wearing.
ask.
Yeah, it wasn't actually the most brilliant idea, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to wear the fucking thing. Just wear it. What are you
Absolutely.
gonna?
I
What are you gonna
absolutely
do?
think that's such a perfect watch for you to have that. The world time back in the collection is just perfect. Perfect for you.
You know, I got to tell you, I'm really. We got another super chat's just come in here. Let's just grab this super chat. We got one from Rodent 3.0, $5. I traded my candy pink OP for a Raymond wheel chronograph. I think the Raymond wheel is very beautiful and good value. What do you think? Raymond wheels have always been a brand I've never thought was luxury. I never thought Raymond wheel was luxury. I always thought it was kind of dog shit. I always
Just
thought
got
it
to
was
see if I can
dog
cross the
shit.
road, Arch.
Yeah, that's okay there. We got a super chat from
Thank you.
Strider, $3. Is the Datagraph the greatest chronograph ever? That's the Lange Datagraph. I'd have to say it's pretty damn good, Strider. Yeah, I reckon that's probably one of the best chronographs ever done. Yeah. And Paddock has got a few great chronographs as well. Manual wind. And we've got a super chat from Uzi. Uzi, $2. I'm helping. Thank you. I got to tell you, the greatest chronograph in my collection, just to set you right, is actually in my collection. I'll just bring up the photo, the spread. You know what the best chronograph I got is? It's probably the Jaeger-LeCoultre chronograph.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
Because the interesting thing with this is with the Jaeger-LeCoultre, so it's a column wheel chronograph, which unfortunately they don't do on the Speedmaster. The original 321 was a column wheel,
Yeah.
but when you got the minute readers, it actually is instant. It's a true minute. It's not streaming for the market.
Right, I know what you mean.
I think the Speedmaster does. Does the Speedmaster do that, or it's not quite as?
It's not as instantaneous. I know what you mean. It's there's a little bit of a delay compared to the column wheel equivalent.
Yeah. Ooh. I got to tell you something. Sometimes when you look, how many pieces have you got now, JD?
I've got Shooter GMT, the Amiga Speedmaster 3861 I've got Grand Seiko Spring Drive.
Oh, that's right. You got 2 Grand Seikos, don't you?
I've actually got 3. Sorry,
3.
I know it's appalling. Yeah, so I've got the Sky Flag. So that's the blue dial Spring Drive. I think it's SPGA 407 on a leather strap, and I've got a High B SPGH 281, I think it is, on a 44GS case, the one that I was wearing that day where I saw you last time. And I've got the new 9 Series white birch one that's still being serviced at the moment.
So have you got the 3 movements? They got the quartz, the spring drive.
I've got the High B, the spring drive, and the new 9 Series mechanical movement, the redesigned dual impulse escapement version.
You'd never buy the quartz one?
No.
No.
So I've got an Apple Watch that's sort of a soulless for that task. But,
What do you think? The spring drive is soulless or not? Because I think the
no, I
spring drive
don't.
is amazing.
I think it's pretty
amazing.
fantastic. I know it's controversial, but I think it's great to see that sweep. We used to have this clock at work. It's obviously on a wall, but that has similar sweep, and I always was sort of like, how cool is that? The way it doesn't tick at all, and it's a pure movement sweep. I think it's fantastic. So for me, I love to have that. It's just different, again, weird and a bit quirky. So I think it's cool. So so 3 grand Seikos, that's enough.
That is, but I'll tell you honestly, there's nothing wrong with, you know what, I used to hate Grand Seiko, but when I actually really handled a few, and I ended up buying one, I don't know, I gave one to my son, he loves it. Nathan loves.
Yeah, I get that.
And did you know,
particularly the Japanese aspect of it too. I mean, I love Japanese
but
culture
Marcelo
too.
sent me a Presage. Do you think Presage is like their luxury, or what do you think Presage is in their Seiko range?
As far as Seiko, yeah, I mean, it would be. I mean, they have broadened their models significantly, and we all know about how expensive some of the Seikos are when we're talking like 5 or 6 grand Australian for a Seiko. It's a bit weird, but I've got.
I like that diver. They did that.
You know?
That classic diver but it's so fucking dear.
Yes, I mean, it's a difficult one. I don't think I could sort of ever spend that much money on a standard Seiko. But look, the Presage line, I think, great value. I mean, you know, I've got that Australian edition. What is it called? Based on malt whiskey or some nonsense, as they always have. The Australian.
Oh yes, you do. You've got that one
thing and the gold thing.
Hey,
which,
do
again,
you want to hear
test.
Do you want to hear a Grand Seiko story?
Sure.
You know Ronnie, Vintage Watch Co. He used to be a dealer for Grand Seiko.
Yeah. Okay. Did not know that.
Yeah, he was a dealer, and what happened was he had a dealership for Grand Seiko, and when they set up the boutique in Sydney, they sent him an email and said basically, hi, your services are no longer wanted. Thank you for your help. See you later. That's what they did.
That's nasty. Did you ever see they had a little Grand Seiko store at the bottom of the Queen Victoria building prior to the main store that's on Market Street now? This tiny little store when they first opened that. It wasn't there for that long.
Yes. Here we go. We got a super chat here from Rodent 3.0, $2. Grand Seiko is for voyeurs on Sedgway.
Oh,
I don't know if I'd say that.
That's all right.
I like playing with my watches. You know, I tell you honestly, JD, I really like playing with the watches. I like to. Yeah. Oh, you're at Hyde Park now.
I'm at your fountain, the Archibald fountain.
It's the Archibald fountain. Yeah.
It makes a change.
That's an interesting.
Pretty much every week. Well, it's not a weekend, but there's in the world. There's a lot of protests on at the moment with things going on. So
that's an interesting fountain. They built that fountain after World War I to celebrate the end of the Great War, and then unfortunately it lost its significance when they had World War II.
Oh, okay, I'll swing the camera around and have a little look over here. There we go.
I think that was the. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day in Sydney.
Yeah, it's actually getting warmer now. I don't know if it's it feels warmer than 22.
What made you want to go out today? What made you stop?
Oh, I didn't want to stay at home. I just want to go out. And for the most part, on the weekends when your show's on, I just pack my bag with my rig just in case it gets a bit slow. I'll hop on, because more often than not, I just like on the weekend in particular listening to the show, listening to the stream when I'm out and about. having a little look around. So I figure
It's
if I
pretty
have my rig with
amazing.
me, we can
Yeah,
hop
man, that's
on.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's a lovely
There's so
day.
many finely dressed military men around today. You know that?
Definitely, definitely.
They're very well done. They'll be playing the two up later on.
Yeah, that's an odd thing for people overseas. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, it's a sanctioned day where you can gamble in a game called Two Up, which I don't know if it originated in the First World War, but it's something that the returned servicemen and women did, and they'll do it later today in all the pubs in Sydney.
Yes.
They'll get the Two Up
Did you
going.
ever want to join the armed services, JD?
I think earlier on, certainly growing up, I loved the idea. I mean, you know what it was like. You see movies like Top Gun. I was like, oh, how cool would that be?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
used to watch. I used to get lots of magazines when I was like a teenager for aircraft and stuff. But it wasn't
Oh,
to
you're an
be.
aircraft person.
I used to be. I used to be really into it. To like, I think it's similar to the watch stuff, like rattling off model numbers and stuff and stats on
Yeah.
how fast a plane goes and all that shit. So I was into, you know, Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird and all that shit, and drew them in school and stuff. But it was never that serious
Did
an
you,
idea.
so after you did school, did you go to uni yourself?
No, I went straight from high school into the job that I'm in now, which you know what that is, which I've been
Yeah.
at for 31 years. So I just went straight from high school to where I am at the moment. So I was fortunate
Yes.
that.
I'm going to tell you something secret, okay? This is just between you and me, okay?
Yeah.
I only did a couple subjects at uni. I couldn't stand it, okay? I fucking hated it, okay? I fucking hated it, okay? I
Yes.
hated it, okay? And I left, and I don't know if it really has made any difference. You know what I mean? Like it would be good to have a bachelor's degree, right? I mean, you know what I mean? You want your daughter to have a
Absolutely.
degree, you know?
Yeah.
But for me, I managed to. I think the thing is, as long as you can have your house paid off, you basically doesn't. What matters? Don't you? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Does it really matter?
No, and
Would you want to do
certainly.
study now? Would you want to do study now? I can't
Only if
think of
I
any.
was, only if I was forced to. If things got really bad and I had no option, like anything, you just have to
Yeah.
do what you have to do. So if that were the case that I'd have to study, then I'd have to study. But if I can avoid it, I
Oh
prefer to
fuck! I hate
avoid it.
study. You know that? I hate study. I hate that shit.
My
You
mind
know?
drifts. I can concentrate
Oh
only for
fuck!
so long, and then I'm done.
Mm.
I can't pretend that I'm listening anymore.
You
So
know. You know how I learnt about watches. You know how I actually, JD. Do you know the honest truth? How I learnt so much about watches?
no.
I was actually working in IT, and I used to fuck around on the internet all day reading watch stuff. And the reason
Well,
I did that was because I thought I was pulling something over the employer's eyes, right?
well, it could be a lot worse. I mean, watches is pretty tame in comparison to some things people could be
Oh, those
nefariously
were the
looking at
days
on the internet.
If Houdinki did an article, it was amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of amazing, look who we've got. We've got the world's greatest dog trainer,
We
Mr.
have
Goldberg. How are you, Mr. Goldberg?
Mr. Chesterfield III and yourself.
Hey, in Australia, we have a thing called Anzac Day. It's our 4th of July. That's the best way to describe it.
Now, wasn't Anzac a World War I thing, no?
Yeah, it was Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. That's what it is. Anzac, Australian and New Zealand Army Corps.
I see.
Go back,
I think it
I'll go
was.
back down to the parade. I'm sure Mark would like the men in uniform.
I would.
Yes.
Let's make him happy.
Happy Anzac Day. What do we do to commemorate Gallipoli?
This is Anzac Day is the big thing to commemorate Gallipoli. That was a very horrible.
By the way, it was terrible, but I have to tell you, it was the calms. It was all about the calms.
Comms.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Wasn't it Winston Churchill that sent us out to be slaughtered on the beaches of
Yes,
Gallipoli?
that's correct. He actually got demoted. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It was such a massacre. He got demoted. Yeah.
He
And
does
Winston Churchill, again, he abandoned us with the fall of Singapore. They abandoned us in the Pacific. They took our troops and then abandoned us. Absolute dog shit. Gun Glutton, $2. Is this pick your current collection? Yes, it is, Gun Glutton. Marky, what he's talking about is this photo here, Marky. Have a look at this. Tell me your opinions. Give me your verdicts. And we got Rodent 3.0, $5. Gun Glutton. This pick is a midlife crisis starter pack. Ha 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 ha. And
Well,
Neo, $10. Thank you for showing this to us. Thank you. Yes. Yes, I think he's talking to JD. That was amazing footage there.
Swing the camera around.
Yes, we'll get some. Let's do that. Then we'll come back to the collection in a minute. Let's have a look. Swinging the camera around.
because you know we like to swing both ways.
There we go.
Hey there, boys.
They say hello, sailor. Isn't that what you say?
Can you go back and talk to that young man?
I think he's. I don't know about that. I'm shy. Man. Here we go.
I'll do all the talking for you.
Here we go. That means all sorts of trouble.
We've got another.
And we've got Dis Dis joining the stream. Hello, Dis. How are you?
Hey,
I put a
coming
super chat up
to
for you.
respect the Anzac Day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Anzac. How you pronounce it? Anzac.
Yes, Anzac Day. Anzac.
Super chat on the board.
We got a super chat. Rodent 3.0. I've seen the Lone Pine in Turkey. You should go to see it. Yes, he's been to Lone Pine in Turkey. That's a incredible thing. I can't believe you've been there. Wow.
Well, you know what? Rodent 3.0 has been everywhere.
He has.
He is a world. He is not only a rat. He is also a world traveler. He's a traveler.
Hey, Marky, what are you wearing there? Do I see some solid yellow gold?
You do.
What is this brick? What are you, man?
This is
Because you said you never wear it.
40 millimeters of solid.
What's the occasion to wear this? Can I ask you that? What is the occasion?
That's a very good question. Here's the occasion. I found a well-recommended and reasonable insurance company to insure it. So now I wear the bloody thing. Go ahead, rob me. I'm covered.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? Hodinkee is such a ripoff. Hodinkee wanted $809 to cover this watch, and Brightco, which is a very well-rated company, insured it for $242 per annum with no deductible, and it covers mysterious disappearance, damage, which means, by the way, that I can let Jen touch it or Hisham run it over, and it'll still be covered.
You know, I got to tell you, that's got a lot of wrist presence. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing the World Time.
Yes, that is that. It's quite a beauty.
But you got more wrist presence with that. This is my gold brick. Do you like that's this Jaeger LeCoultre?
Yeah. It's a big manly watch. I'm going to put up a super chat for you from Uzi, $10.
Uzi, thank you so much, Uzi. Archie, just be honest with me, please. Are you struggling with massage addiction? This too shall pass. I tell you something, I'm struggling with just I've got to actually slow down with the spending, okay? I got to be honest with you. No more fancy boxes. No more I got to stop and start paying some money back. That's what I need to do.
Now,
Massages.
I got to recommend that when you know what, let's talk about this briefly. What watch should you wear to a massage? Because I have an opinion on this.
I got to tell you something. I got the perfect watch here because it's waterproof. It's a chronograph.
Exactly. That's right.
You know what I mean? What more could you want?
I do. That's the one. But here's the reason why. I mean, it's waterproof, it's oil and cream proof, but most importantly of all, you can start the chronograph as the massage begins to make sure that all the way through the ending that you have received. If you're paying for an hour, you have to get an hour. You need to time it. Exactly
right.
So
that is exactly right.
If you're at a soda, more important yet that it be waterproof.
Do you like chunky monkeys? Do you wear many chunky? Yeah. Is that a big chunky monkey?
Yeah, I love it. I have a deep sea dweller. Hey, good Pesach there. Happy Passover, my friend. my fellow Jewish amigo.
Did you have matzo
Oh.
balls?
I did not, but I'm making chicken soup as we speak.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I know I'm a bad Jew, but think about it. I mean, our whole thing is based on, like, our entire holiday is based on a large saltine cracker without the salt. It is not a good holiday. It's bad food. It's just bad food. I mean, we are trained from birth to view our Easter egg treat during this season as a ball of chopped up whitefish covered in fish jelly, and to make it happy, there's a slice of boiled carrot on top of the fucking thing, and the Christians get chocolate eggs filled with peanut butter or buttercream. Why are we cursed? Why do we curse ourselves this way? Tell me, explain it.
Oh, you don't get Easter eggs.
No, we get fish balls. We literally explain fish balls.
Yeah, it's called gefilte fish. You should know it. Yeah, it's from Yiddish.
Oh my God! Yes,
it's a fish
ball,
chopped up fish ball. And here's the terrible thing: since I was raised on the stuff, I like it, but nobody on earth should like that stuff. It's not nice.
I like it.
Oh, of course, because you were trained to like it. You have nostalgia for your youth.
True. That and Knedalach, which is
no, that's a different matter. That is an Eastern European thing. That's good.
Yeah.
What's that? What's the Eastern European thing?
Well, other than the pork, Polish food is a lot like. Hold on, $50.
Look at this rodent 3.0, $50. I told you I would sponsor an Anzac Day stream a few years ago. Here it is. Stop sleepwalking through the stream and pay attention to your loyal punters. God save the king. Also, Pish Samich.
Pesach Sameach. That's happy Passover in Hebrew. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jin.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, that's a lovely... Boy, the rodent is going to hate himself.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to go and get something to show you. I got a Chinese snack. I'm going to get a snack for you boys. And we got someone else who's joining us. Who is this? JD. Let's get him on the stream. He's back again.
What's going on here?
Where's it going?
Listen, I'm going to hide this for a moment so we can see who's here, but I'll bring it back because it's $50.
Oh, we got Serdi, Danny. Serdi. Hello, Serdi. How are you?
Not bad. How are you?
Hey, I'm going to get a snack. I'll be back.
What's up, Serdi?
Oh, did you just get a look at that?
Yeah.
Guys.
You look like fucking E-Man.
I mean, is it my imagination or is he wearing a thong? Oh, he's gone. Oh, no, there he is.
Who the fuck wears apple catchers nowadays?
What were those? You know what? I want to call them tidy whiteys, but they were tidy blackies.
Fucking ball stranglers.
I'm old. Listen, Danny, I'm so old.
Goldberg, you wear ball stranglers, don't you?
No, I don't. And I'm gonna tell you, I used to, but not at this age because mine are down to my knees. You know, I'm elderly, sir. Mine are down to my knees.
Look at these. How do these look like a snack? What do you think of that? A date in a walnut, isn't that?
Actually, it looks like a testicle that's been removed from a dog.
I'm more concerned about them ball stranglers you're wearing, Archie, getting up and.
Oh, I see. Look at that. How is that? Walnut.
Like maggots in a chili.
Yeah, it looks like maggots. Yeah.
So, what have you done since you've got there?
Not aesthetic.
I've been looking around a lot, Serdi.
What have you been looking at?
I tell you what, Serdi.
Go on.
I've been wearing this, Serdi.
Yeah, the fucking watch. That is the bollocks.
Yeah. Very nice. Speaking of bollocks, it's a bollock kind of show today, isn't it?
Would you wear that to London?
Yeah.
No.
It's dangerous. London is dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Not Danny.
I'd wear it to London.
I mean, Danny, you remind me exactly of Jason Statham. That's like totally. That's
a compliment. That. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. You look dangerous. Nobody's gonna fuck with your Rolex.
I don't even think people have noticed what that is. It's on Archie's wrist, really.
Well, the reason I say that is because you are in fact a pikey.
Well, yeah, I am from travel backgrounds.
There is that. But yeah.
We miss you, Serdy.
Miss me? I come on last night. Or did I? No, I didn't come on last night. My fucking YouTube fucked up the day before.
Can you play something for us, Serdy?
Yeah.
Benny Hill.
Where did you learn music, Serdy? Did you play music at school?
No, I got kicked out of school. Teachers wouldn't teach me, so I learnt on my own. I wanted to learn music. That was the only subject I were interested in.
Teachers wouldn't teach you. You know, you must have been something.
Teach me.
Sorry about that.
When did you learn clarinet, Archie? I liked it when you were getting into it the other day. I liked it when you weren't just spending free
Yeah.
on it and you were doing it properly.
Well, not much going on there, but a lot of people standing around.
A lot of people breaking the parade.
Is it a military march or the soldiers?
Yeah, it's all the current and returned servicemen and women. Yeah, there's a big
Good
parade, though,
service.
isn't it? Happy parade. Show some respect.
Yeah, Gallipoli.
Lovely day. Turning out to be quite a nice day.
Archie, you're in uniform, aren't you?
I tell you, who's a guy who needs some respect is Mental Jock. He's been over there. He's been to Afghanistan, Iraq. He's done all the tours. And you don't realize how. Hey, I can't even have a fight with Marcelo without running away from it, Serdy. You know, could you imagine going there?
I'm not going to go on about it, but I don't know why you didn't bother. I don't think you get hurt. Only thing that'll hurt is you fucking getting out of breath.
Yeah, I don't know. I just.
If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it, and that's that.
You don't want to do it. That's it.
I mean, Archie, don't sell yourself short. You've had like 8 or 9 tours of Nana Plaza. That's a lot of tours. That's a lot of hand-to-hand right there.
What's the plans, Archie?
I hope this is
Just turn that a little bit softer there.
Why are we looking at that geezer instead of the parade?
I think it's
For
a
you,
veteran. He has medals. He had medals on his.
I hope you enjoyed that quick look.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there we go. It's a bit of Australiana.
If you want me to stand down there, I can stand down there.
It's
I
10.
just don't know how loud
10.
it is for you. I don't want to annoy you guys.
No, that's fantastic, man. I
Archie,
got to tell you.
what's your plans for Hong Kong?
I'm going to actually go out there having a look. I'm having a looking around today. It's a little bit overcast. In Hong Kong.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you a Gonzo stream. I'm just asking you in
No,
general, what's your plans?
I want to get some good content for you guys. You know, I tell you what, Marky, I'm really proud to see you wearing that solid gold sub. What are you wearing there, Serdy? What are you wearing? Holy shit, two-tone
Yeah.
root beer.
I wore that all day, sorry. And then I switched the program to this one.
And what are you wearing there? This?
Nothing. I'm on vacation. I'm not wearing it.
I honestly don't think it's got shit on Bluesy, if I'm honest. I think the Blues is a far better watch than this.
Why you say that? It's a different watch, Serdy.
Yeah, I think it kicks its ass.
They're both unique, but that's beautiful. The root beer, I wouldn't sell it short.
No, I'm not saying it's a shit watch. I'm just saying to say this is kind of a night watch, and then you put the Bluesy next to it, which is just a run-at-mill watch. I think the Bluesy beats it hands down.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I mean, maybe what you're thinking about is that sunray blue dial does attract a lot of attention, but the root beer is such a unique look, and I think it's very rich looking with that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not slagging it off in any way. I'm just saying I think the Blues is much better.
I think it's just flashier. I don't know if it's better.
Probably the blue. I like the blue on it.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Everyone goes back to a Bluesy.
Yeah.
However many watches you've had, you always go back to a Bluesy.
You can't help yourself.
I got to tell you what, my good friend Undertaker, he has the 41 mil solid gold.
Yeah.
You can't beat the solid gold. I don't know, Mark, if I would ever sell that solid gold because it's easy to get out. It's so hard to get back into one.
Well,
He regrets not getting two-tone one instead of full solid, don't you, Mark?
I mean, I think gold's a little easier to get into than steel, to be honest.
No, but I mean, it's so expensive. You got to have the money. You know what I
That's
mean?
a good point. Yeah, if you sell it and then you spend the money and then you want to.
And I mean, the economy's not going so great, Mark. I don't know what fantasy land you're in.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah.
Is it worse in dog training?
When you say worse, no. I mean, look, my economy, the economy of dog training, is cyclical, like the economy of everything. And I would say, right now, I'm doing okay, but it's not as predictable as it has been. Let's put it like that.
Goldberg, I took you serious as a dog trainer until we were on FaceTime and you showed me a big dog shit.
Well, we all have, we all. That's the one thing about dog training, Danny. It doesn't matter how famous a dog trainer you are. That dog shit is half of what you do with your life.
Lovely
Duco.
dog.
Duco.
Hey, we got Duco Ted joining us. Hey, Duco, how are you?
Dukes.
How are you going today, Duco?
Muted.
Muted Dukes of Hazzard.
We can't hear you, Duco. Sorry.
You muted Clapton.
He's coming back.
Okay.
He's a good bloke, Duco Arch.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in London, Serdy.
Duco, you are muted.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're that.
Really?
I
bet that to all boys, don't you, Archie?
Oh, now you're muted.
No, on StreamYard. Now, will you?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry. There we go.
Hey, Duco, how are you, man?
What's up, boys? What are y'all doing?
Duco.
Hey, how is the downside? We were talking to you. You were downside. What's going on, Duco?
Well, somebody bought my Tudor Submariner on eBay.
Yep.
I'm waiting for the funds to be deposited into my account, and then I have 1, 2, 3 more watches to sell.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go for a 4-piece meal deal combo Hunger Buster Archie special. What do you think?
What are you going to get? Tell me this.
Well, I have to keep this. This is a sentimental watch, the Rolex Pepsi GMT Master.
What year is it, Duco?
Pre-ceramic Pepsi.
It's 1999.
Oh,
Swiss
solid end
only?
links.
That pussy magnet on.
Swiss only, right?
Oh,
Swiss
man.
Mike,
Mark!
Only. Nice, man.
Mike.
Mark!
Pussy magnet.
You got to keep the pre-ceramic. Yes. You got to keep the Cartier.
And that's
Yeah.
all I'm keeping. That's all I'm keeping.
And
I
the
got
two
2
you
more.
want to buy?
Y'all are gonna make fun of me, but I think I just want a standard sub, no date. Again,
Dude,
Why not?
That's perfect.
Ceramic.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's
Ceramic.
perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
And then
perfect
something
trio.
else. Tell me what should be my 4th piece.
Would
Do
you
do you
go
wanna
fancy
go-
wancy? Precious metal?
I don't really like precious metal. I mean, I know. Let me rephrase that. I don't know that I would. I had a 2-tone 41 date just. It just wasn't me, man. So I can't imagine more gold being me.
Yep.
Super chat on the board.
Super chat. We got a super chat from Rodent, $5. And by the way, Rodent, thank you so much for sponsoring today's Anzac parade. Rodent 3.0, $5. Will you hate me like you hate fella now that I live where he used to live? Oh, wait, you're living in New York. Where's Rodent living?
You know, I could disclose that, but I'm not sure I'm at liberty.
Is he next door to you, Mark?
He is not in my crawl space. That is as far as I'm going to go to that question.
It's very specific.
It is, isn't it?
Very Pacific.
Very Pacific.
It's very. Very, very cool. I got to tell you something. The thing I really, Juco, the thing I really love with your collection is you're a guy. You've had some massive ups and downs.
I have.
You were doing crypto trading at one stage. You made a lot of money.
I did very well. Yes.
You had the
But I
Porsche.
didn't have any downs. I mean, I sold. I took a profit.
Oh, sorry. I consider it down when you stopped.
Hold on. Whenever I stopped doing $100 Archie super chats, that was the down. You're right.
Yes.
My
Sorry,
bad.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's rephrase that. Duco, Archie had some downs.
He did. Well, when you're not making like $10,000 a week, those $100 super chats are like, do I really want to send $100 or do I want to send $4? Sorry, Archie.
Juco, we are appreciative for you sending $1 yet alone.
That's right.
I completely get it. I'll be honest with you, Juco. I used to spend money like you spend money in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably wouldn't go to Dubai again. Can I say that? It was expensive. Okay.
You
And I loved it.
when you had to ask Dave for money to buy that little camel from that shop. I knew you were in trouble.
Yes.
Dave, can I have the camel? Can I have the camel,
$10,
please, Dave?
Yes. It's. I got to tell you something. The good thing is, Juco, people like JD and me, we get many sustenance from you, Juco. You're a role model to us.
We live vicariously through you, Duco. You're so handsome, a full head of hair.
And the thing about Juco is he has a collection. Like he's a realist. You're a realist, Juco. You don't need to have fucking every watch like a catalog.
No, I tried that once. I can't afford that. Me.
Speaking of full heads of hair, we got the Rancher. Hey, Rancher, how are you?
Okay, I've got an idea for your programming notes. Okay.
Yes.
All you have to do is like throw everyone off the live stream except for Mark and Dis.
Who knows? Throw me off too.
And then maybe invite on Suckerhorn and Marcelo.
Now, I thought we were friends, Clyde. Why would you leave me?
And then treat them the way you normally would treat everybody else.
We got a super chat from Rodent 3.0, $5. You were in Dubai during Ramadan. That is literally as cheap as it gets. Thank you so much, Rodent 3.0.
Is he right? Was it cheap?
It was okay. Dubai is not cheap. Okay, Dubai is not cheap.
Do they have like Ramadan discounts? Because
you know what? I could have flown over to see you, Dis, from Dubai, couldn't I, Dis? It's not far, is it?
Yeah, we could meet, but I couldn't get there. Yeah. Next time.
Next time. I got to tell you, I want to ask your opinion, Juco and Rancher. What did you think there? This is the full collection once I get a couple pieces out of Hawk. What do you think, Juco? What do you think, Rancher?
Beijing Clyde. Beijing Clyde.
The Tudor doesn't really have a spot because you have the Rolex diver two-tone.
Yep.
Everything else is hot.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4 chronograph. Is that a chronograph? You have 4 chronographs. I don't know if the Zenith has
the
a
worst
spot.
Zenith ever. It's the worst one.
Well, the worst one is obviously
I would do 1, 2. I don't know where the Breguet fits now that you have the JLC.
Yep.
So truly, you could get rid of the Tudor, the Breguet, the Zenith, and combine that into one.
Fuck off piece.
One whippersnapper.
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 Either that or a humdinger.
A humdinger.
Yeah.
That costs extra, Mikey. A humdinger is going to cost you.
The hum is extra.
Okay. Shit.
The
Rancher. Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
saying
go
this one
on.
thing
Yes,
and I'll shut up.
Hugo.
The
Hugo.
reverso
No, that's
is
okay.
like, that is Archie. As long as I've been watching Archie, that is like, to me, the Archie watch. I know a lot of people say other watches, but to me, the Archie watch is the reverso. You've been screaming the praises of the reverso for as long as I've been watching you.
Yep.
That's a long fucking time.
Yep.
So,
Oh, I got a call. I'll be right back, guys.
okay, buddy.
Archie, do you wear the tutor at all?
I haven't paid the tutor off yet, so I don't actually wear them until I've actually paid it off.
Do you know what? I forgot you actually owned it.
What does it take to pay off a tutor, though? Like,
Yeah,
that's a little-
goddamn, Archie.
That's a little scary.
Time must be hard.
You could Uber.
paying
You could Uber
installments.
drive.
I'm paying installments to Undertaker.
Run Grubhub.
Yeah. Can you
I don't
just
like
send
to
it
wear
back?
it until I've paid it off. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's correct form. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Can you send it back and consider it a lease?
No, I don't. I wouldn't do that because it's rude. It's rude to do that, Juco.
You've never been rude, Archie?
No, but if someone's kind enough to let you do that,
The rancher can talk about that kind of transaction.
No, we won't go there.
I see.
We won't go there.
All right then.
Rancher, I heard you're selling a lot of stuff off. What are you doing in your crazy collection? Tell us.
Well, I sent you a picture. I sent you a picture on WhatsApp not too long ago. Of course, it's the HCIC.
Oh, fuck. I can't open that format, you know? You don't use fucking JPEGs? Why do Apple people use HEIC?
Because Steve Jobs tells us to. Sorry, the ghost of Steve Jobs tells us to.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Take a screenshot of it, Rancher, and then just send it to Archie.
Yeah, exactly.
I refuse to put more work into this channel than he does.
Fair enough.
Thank you. So anyway, what I'm telling Archie is that he should get rid of everyone except Mark and this, and then maybe have Suckerhorn and was it Marshmallow on and
You know
treat
what I miss saying Suckerhorn.
Oh, he's okay. Look, guys, we've got a great piano. Rancher, do you know how hard it is to get a premium panel like this? I love the Surrey. I love Mark. I love this. This is always good.
Yeah,
We've got Mike.
If you were to get that panel, I know what you'd call it, and it would draw a lot of attention.
Rancher.
Holocaust 2.0.
What's going on in your world there? Tell us. You're getting rid of a lot of stuff. Did you sell the Lalique?
I've also, like I said, I've kind of picked up a couple more subs, and of course the 40 millimeter. What is it? Explorer. But
have you started looking around for a Mercedes? You were much nicer when you had the Mercedes, Rancher.
I'm hopefully going to get the 6-speed put in the MR2.
Because 6 speeds is better than 5 somehow.
Hey, sometimes the 6 speeds are actually stronger.
If I only had one more speed, I would be a happy individual.
Me too.
You know, I tell you what, just take your car and just throw it down into one, throw it down to 1 or 2 and just drive around, see how much you like it.
Well, you had 5. It wasn't 1 or 2. You had 5.
Uh-huh.
So, Rancher, what happened to the Mercedes? Are you getting it back?
I probably could if I forced the issue, but the guy was bound up with a lot of trial work, and it's been 3 months to go by without a title. So it's just
you can't drive like that.
Well, I probably could. He even kept insurance, but it's just a matter of the thing. It's just like, Chris, for fuck's sake.
You know, Clyde, when I drove a stick, I found it very difficult to smoke, drink coffee, and eat like a taco at the same time. That was the problem with the stick. So
it does pose those issues.
It does.
I thought you'd be used to handling a stick, Mark.
Oh, I am, but
With a
it's
mouthful.
nice. It's nice to have a bench seat with an automatic. Then you can grab your girl and slide her over next to you.
Danny, thanks for catching that one for me.
Sticker right on the shifter. Is that what you're saying?
No, not that, but you can definitely get some good groping in, with a bench seat.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's back in the day. My grandmother could not understand why I was going on a date, and she couldn't understand why I did not want to take my my manual, my stick rabbit, and I wanted to borrow her bench seat Buick. She just could not understand that. I
Yep.
told her, I said,
I learned to drive on. I learned to drive on the stick rabbit.
we're going to the drive-in movies. That's why. I had to explain it.
I ended up with my grandmother's 72 Cadillac Coupe de Ville
Ooh,
with a 502 big old giant engine, and that thing was a party orgy mobile. It had enough room in the front seat and the back seat for 2 people to be going at it.
Did she buy it new, Mikey?
4 people to
Did
be
she
going
buy it
at
new?
at the same time. Oh, she did. Of course, she always bought new Cadillacs.
Now, were the seats leather or cloth?
Oh, they were leather, of course.
I figured they'd have to be, just in case you had like the,
It was a green
You know,
color
it's like
with
you'd have to scotch guard
olive.
them otherwise, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Green color with kind of an olive colored leather seats, but they were well weathered by the time it was handed down to my brothers and I. But
All the orgies.
no, when I had it, man, we had some serious fun in that fucking thing. Jesus. Serious fun.
So, Mikey, you fuck birds in your grandma's car or your mum's car for it?
Did I what?
Did you fuck some birds in your mum's car? Is that what you're saying?
No, it was my car. It was given to me by grandma.
Right.
But
Mike, he doesn't mean Mike.
By all means.
He doesn't mean pigeons.
Yeah.
Wait, did you fuck any pigeons in your grandma's car?
That's in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Isn't it chickens, Clyde?
What?
No, they weren't chickens. They were hot
women.
Beautiful swans.
There we go.
Ooh, swan neck.
At first, many of them balked.
Yeah.
I've never had a car orgy. Or
So you
any
fucked it-
orgy for that matter.
Archie.
Mike, so are you fucking him in Nissan now?
What?
Are you fucking birds in Nissan now? Because you haven't got the Cadillac anymore. Yeah.
You know,
Nissan, is that what you said?
it's not happening as regularly as it used to anymore. But when I do, we're not doing it in the car these days.
Mike, you got to get on the dating apps. I hear that's what all the young kids are doing these days. Dating apps.
Yeah.
You need Hinge. You got Hinge?
No.
You got Bumble?
No.
Mikey, you're the pussy magnet.
You got Farmers Only?
I just need to get out. I actually do pretty well on my own if I just go to a pub and drink soda water and just work my magic.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I would pay to do that. I would
What
pay
the
to go watch.
What the fuck's farmers market? What you?
I just don't go out anymore. You know.
Farmers Only? Isn't that like a dating
No,
app for
fucking
farmers? At least where I live, that's like
yeah,
a thing.
farmers only. But
Mark, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I've seen the site, but I'm far enough removed from the farm lifestyle, like grow up that I was given.
Squeezing.
Mikey, you've got a fucking Porsche, mate. The world's your oyster.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly, man.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, let me translate for Sturdy Daddy. Okay, Mike, he's saying you got a cool car. Go get you some.
Hey,
Yep.
baby, I got some milky oil. Want to check my dipstick?
Well, this car is such an important car, and I don't have a huge amount of history on it, and so I'm having to learn everything about this car myself, all its nuances, whether everything's functioning properly.
What does it sound like when it's hitting a parking stanchion? I'm just
not good. But like, I'm not gonna take it out and hot rod it and make it go boom prematurely. I'm taking things in stages. I'm taking it for longer and longer drives. It's gaining my confidence. It's not starting. It does have there's a electric drain that if I leave the battery plugged in for 2 weeks, it'll be low. I have to troubleshoot that one down with my multimeter, but that's just an issue I haven't dealt with yet. But so I
have you had any
disconnect
rat problems, Mike? Mikey, any rat problems?
I have found some nuts and stuff inside the engine compartment that I've vacuumed back out, and I've since put a rat trap and rat repellent and everything I can think of in that area. What happens is you pull the car in hot, and it's still warm in the evening, and so they go up in there and they snuggle in there while it's warm, and then they munch out. They bring their dinner with them, and I'd rather have them to munch on their nuts than on my my spark plug wires. So
Yep, that's the way I look at it.
but
So rodents
I
are eating and fucking in your car. Why aren't you?
That's why I put nuts in my manifold.
Well, I'll ask them next time I see them. But one
Have
thing
you,
that is
you
happening.
want us to talk to Rodent 3.0 and see if he's fucking in your car or not?
I'm using nuts as subframe bushings.
No,
he's a great guy. Rodent 3.0. He's a great guy. I haven't seen.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, he was a hero on today's stream. He's been really helpful.
Big eels in this little
big super chat.
Speak of the devil.
Well,
look at these eels. You could make jellied eel out of it. Look at that eels. Look at the eels there. Fuck.
No one knows how they got here. It's really weird because it's sort of man-made.
UPS.
Like, I don't know. They're rather large.
Fuck.
Anyway, there you go. Eel talk.
Do you like eel?
Super chats are rolling now.
The only person I know who's ever liked eel is Suckerhorn. He ordered eel. Who orders eel?
Oh, I love it. I love eel sushi. It's one of the only ones that's cooked.
I only eat it by mistake at like a sushi
Where's JD
train.
at?
How did John take his eel? How did Mr. Suckerhorn prepare his eel?
Well, he didn't eat enough because we was left over this fucking eel. All the duck and the chicken had gone, and we got eel left. Eel.
Who's taking home eel?
Hello.
Who the hell orders eel?
Eel talk in a relaxed format.
Eels. Who wants their eels?
Well, I'll tell you who. Buttface. Buttface loves eel. I mean, I like it just as Mike said. I like it in sushi, but that's about it.
Yeah, and sushi has eel. Yeah.
Can I ask you something? I really, Juco, you've been a role model to me in the sense that you don't need, as a man, you don't need to own every piece. Rancher has been used. He never tells me what he has there.
You're muffled there, Archibald. Get closer to the mic.
Rancher, you've been very confused with what you have and don't have.
What do you mean confused?
Yeah, you had the leaks. You were selling off. What's the go, Rancher? Tell us, Rancher.
What's the go?
What's the modus operandi?
What do you mean by what's the go? I speak English.
Are you keeping downsizing, Rancher? Downsizing.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to downsize as well.
Yeah, but you're acquiring at the same time.
Yeah, those two don't go together.
It's kind of a neurological relapse, I'll be honest.
That's right. See, let me lay it out there for you. He wants to know what your MO is, Rancher. And Rancher's MO is he wants to experience a lot of different watches across a very broad spectrum, from vintage to experimental. And then he gets to a certain point where he's just got so many of them that he goes, fuck it. And he sells them all, and then he uses the money to just buy new things.
You're right. Did you go through a spider's web? Oh, that's no good.
It's like a spiral.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that. This is a beautiful botanical gardens.
This is like marketing for Grand Seiko dial. You know?
The reason the Rancher get away with that is
yes.
Rancher never gets stuck with things. He can always sell. He's very good at that.
Archie, would you ever buy a Grand Seiko?
I did. I bought one. I gave it to my son. I do want to get one to match with his.
Which Grand Seiko did you give him?
He got a spring drive.
Which one was it? Do you remember?
Let me have a look. I got to find it. I'll see if I got a pic of it. But yeah, I love Grand Seiko. Who doesn't like Grand Seiko?
Everybody.
I have one.
They hate us. They persecute us over it.
I'm all right. It's not my favorite, but.
Which one do you have, Mark?
I have the diver.
Which one? They have like 3 or 4 of them. Is it the newest one that's 43 mil, or is it the old 289 or 229? Which one is it?
They all look the same with the same hand.
I think I have the 229.
Okay.
They don't really have a
big.
What was the brand?
Way too goddamn thick. Other than
Grand
that.
Seiko.
Grand Seiko. Grand Seiko.
Okay.
Grand Seiko.
Only bad thing I can say about it is the clasp is very thick. Otherwise, it's pretty nice. Angelic
they're
wants-
weird about their
Where's
bracelets are not the best from what everybody says.
Yeah.
They're not.
Why
Yeah.
can't you make a good
I'm
bracelet?
just bringing up on the screen here.
Show us. Show us.
I'm just bringing it up on the screen, Duco, for you. Here we go. Let's
Thank
get
you.
it up.
Does your son wear it a lot? Is he have it on
Oh,
his
he
wrist
loves
quite a
it,
bit?
man. I gave it to him for his 18th birthday.
Cool.
There we go.
He didn't hawk it though, did he?
Oh, yeah, I like
That's
that.
next
That's
to my
very
Breguet.
classic.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I like the
sold-
Breguet pushers. I like the Breguet pushers better than your other gold watch.
Oh, yes. Yes, they're beautiful. I actually got the Grand Seiko. When I sold the Calatrava, it came up as a Grand Seiko and cash.
Mhm.
And I thought, you know what? Why not? It's just a classic, beautiful. The funny thing is, it uses a 19 mil strap,
Mhm.
Duco.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of an odd sort of size strap for a big watch. But it's beautiful.
I like it.
I think it's
Very
beautiful watch.
Yeah.
Amazing bang per. These are not cheap. Grand Seikos are not cheap. They're not cheap.
They are not.
Well, they're coming down in price compared to what they were. The funny part is I was looking at a Grand Seiko earlier in the week, really giving it the one-star
Yep.
report. It's the I've actually had it in the middle. It's the small baby gets wiped. 235.
Yeah.
What did
Of
you
course,
say?
it's-
Small baby gets wiped?
That's the
SBGW.
initials. I'll call it up. Let's get this baby up on the screen there.
It's on. It's It's like
SBGW. What was the number?
235.
Can't we say small baby gets windows? In the meantime, super chat.
What color dial? That's a 37 mil. That's a 37 mil.
Yep.
But it is. I like that bracelet. It's like a. It's a very.
It's almost like a beads of rice. It's almost
Almost a beads of rice. It is.
We cannot see it, Arch, so you got to put it on the board. But in the meantime, you have a
No,
super chat
actually, since we're on video, instead of putting it on, you can just describe it to everyone.
on the board.
There you go. There you go now. And we got a super chat. Here we go. We got a super chat here. This here is from Jefferson Exotic, $5. Archie, what is Pontiff's view of the 6007 Calatrava in red?
Ooh.
You know, I really love that watch.
We should call it
Unfortunately,
up and have a
Duco.
look at it. But
I got it.
before we do that, can we address Rodent 2.0, today's show sponsor, with a super chat?
Today's show sponsor, we've got Rodent 3.0. How much pizza time? Hey, Rodent, it's actually early morning. It's 9 o'clock here, but I can definitely get pizza and film it today. There's no problems. Oh, actually on this tour, because I got to find one. That's exactly it. It's a bit hard, but I definitely would get it done this week.
This week?
Now, I got to tell you what I think of this watch. This watch is amazing. White gold. It's beautiful. Who doesn't love this watch?
Where is it in red?
Well, it's in red because it's got the second hand is in red, and the back of the brace, the strap, is red accents because they do them in different colors. There's an aqua one, there's a yellow one. So the red is one of the versions, you see?
I see and I understand.
The only problem is on the secondary market, they're really expensive. They're really expensive.
The Rodent is not happy with your answer. He said, how much? And then he also said, this week? So you didn't give him a price. And I think he wants it a little faster. And the punters are asking
Bucks, $50.
$50. We'll do it.
$50.
There you go. There you go, Rodent 3.0. $50. So you like that Calatrava in red?
I think it's gorgeous, but the problem is they're secondhand. I think the 6006 is much better value secondhand.
It's 37. It's on the small side.
No, it's bigger. 39.
Oh, is it 39? Okay, excuse me. I thought
Yeah,
somebody
no.
was.
It's.
Maybe that
I
was
think
a
it might
different
even be
watch we were
40.
talking about
Hey,
earlier.
Duco, just have a
Oh,
look at the specs there. Is it 40 or 39?
hey, if it's 39
40.
or 40.
40.
Oh, sweet. Then
It's 40. Look at that. They
it
updated it to 40. That's
passes.
amazing. That
Very
kick
thin.
ass, Duco.
White gold 40, only 9.17 millimeters. That is thin
Yeah.
for what you get. And you said you like this one better, Archie? The 6006G?
Yes, 100%. What do you think?
Boys, I gotta go. Have a lovely show.
Bye
Hi,
bye.
Mark.
Thank you for
Salam
having us.
alaikum.
Boys.
See you, mate.
Mark, see ya.
Let's see. Are we at? Now this one's 39 mils, so it's a 1 mil smaller. So I guess it depends on your wrist size and if
Yeah,
you want more red.
It's different than the
millimeter.
one we've seen. It's a different
So
one.
that's the one I used to have. That's fucking gorgeous. But see, they're a lot cheaper on the secondary market. 6006 is a hell of a lot cheaper.
Is it?
And price is everything. Service doesn't matter.
Well, I think there's like a relatively new channel called This Watch That Watch, and he did a feature on this. But technically,
Yeah.
health drop is 6006 when your dad tries to be cool.
This is the moment where you're supposed to say this sculpture looks like one of Archie's relatives. And he's got
Cool.
the
Look at this.
horse for feet.
Look at this. Cool. Look at that. What is this?
There you go. There you go. He looks
Who's
happy,
that?
doesn't he? Looks happy. It's the tar. There you go.
Whoa.
What's he doing to that horse?
You have the pizza, Archie.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll organize it. Rodent, done. No calories if it's 3. You betcha. What a great gift. Thank you so much. And this is the Opera House. Wow. Look at this. It's beautiful.
Apparently.
Oh, you came through the garden to the Opera House.
Wow.
Yeah, it's touristy and boring, but
I've
guys
seen
haven't
that
seen it
building
a
my
billion
entire
times.
life.
Well-
I've seen that building
it's pretty
you know,
spectacular.
throughout
seeing
my
it, to be
life
honest.
on paper and in movies and everything, but I've never seen it in person, and I
Well-
hope to someday. That just looks like an amazing building.
Now pan to the left just a little bit. Well, okay. Now up to the left of the sail, was that like something, some sort of metal structure?
No, these are the sails. That's where the
No,
the
but it
room-
was to the left of the sails. And we've run.
Oh, you mean behind the at the base of the?
Front of the far left sail, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks like something to that effect.
Like metal grating or something?
Yeah, maybe it's just art. I don't know. It looks
Oh yeah, like to the right. Like
Yeah. Hard to tell what that is.
Well, see, it's symbolic because I know like the white part are meant
It's
to be
the
sail.
Harbour Bridge. It's the Harbour Bridge you're saying. It's in the
Oh.
background.
And I saw the metal
The
grating on
Sydney
it.
Harbour Bridge. The coat hanger. Look at that.
Wow.
Is that a restaurant? What is?
Expensive restaurant. Everything is expensive in Sydney.
One watch works in there.
Sydney.
Sydney.
The guy that never actually saw it, they sort of had problems with building of it over 10 years. And Woodson, the
Yes.
designer, never actually got to see it in his lifetime.
That's
He never got to see
That's
it when it was
correct.
finished.
Yeah. You must admit it. It's a standout. It's a very unique building.
Yeah, there's nothing like it in the world.
It was way over budget. It was
Seriously,
like
every
any
day.
good government project.
Yes.
Way over budget.
Of course.
Well said.
Of course. Of
Super chat.
Super chat, super chat. We got a super chat coming in here. Rodent, $5. I remember in a maths class once upon a time learning the formula. Rancher is less than 0. Rancher is less than 0. Interesting, Rancher.
Yep.
I would argue that equation.
Really, Mikey? Tell me, how would you argue it?
Rancher is less than 0. Because I think Rancher contributes a bunch. I love Rancher.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Juco, I gotta ask you, man. What are you? So on your collecting your phase there, what's going on? Tell us seriously. You're going to get the 4-piece. Why 4? Is there any reason for 4?
Yeah,
What
because
was
I have a really nice leather watch roll that holds 3.
Yes.
So I need
3 in the roll and 1 on the wrist.
You got it, buddy. Gotcha. Then I'm going to be done. I'm going to check out, and I'm never going to look at watches ever again.
Oh, you're checking out?
No, I'm not checking out. But I like to think about it.
No.
Or here, I almost think of it as like, okay, I'm going to finally achieve collector emeritus status.
Yes.
Or you just decided to like stop and move on, you know? Maybe
I
do a different hobby, or
I just need less. I need better pieces, but less of them.
Yep.
I must admit, Rancher. Sorry, I mean Juco. I love that Cartier you got, man. I wasn't a big fan of it,
dude. I love it.
But it's a great piece.
I wear this more than any other piece I have. I don't know why. It just fits my wrist. I have a 7.5-inch wrist.
Yep.
I fucking love it. Oh God.
Man,
you love it?
I want to make babies with it.
You have really swayed my liking towards this watch a lot.
Yeah. It's just, I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yes. I think the reason you love it is it's just so perfect. I mean, it's very slimline piece. It's comfortable. It's got a great bracelet. You've also got the system where you can change straps on it, can't you?
Yep. I have a leather strap.
Like stupid easy.
Yeah, the OEM Cartier strap. I have the leather. Yeah.
Well, I'm not ready to fall asleep, so you guys have a good evening, okay?
Bye-bye.
Our Rancher.
Hey.
8 o'clock. Time for bed.
Thank you for coming on, Rancher.
Well, I was gonna troll you, but I just ran out. of it. All right, be well.
Okay.
You know, Rancher's changed since he got rid of that Mercedes. He's not
You
the
think
same.
that's what it is?
Yeah,
He was happy,
used to
peppy.
be.
He just, yeah.
You sound sad.
Archie, I got rid of my Porsche, and I don't feel any different. You know, it's only 8 o'clock where Clive lives. It's not late. He's already tired. Think he needs
He gets
TRT?
up early.
You think so? I get up early.
You get up early, Juco, don't you?
Yeah, I get up at 5:30 every morning.
Man, I used to, but not since my heart surgery. It messed with my timing, internal timing, and now my sleep is just messed up. But I live with it. Hey guys, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay.
That's okay. It's okay. I got to tell you, this has been really a great. Man, I really love your collection, man. You still got the GMT and you got the sub, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Don't ever sell those two.
What else do you need?
Nothing. Okay.
Truthfully, you could get away with the GMT and be done.
I know.
The sub was a gift bump.
Yeah.
But if you had to do one watch, truly one watch, a Rolex GMT really could be.
Yeah. The GMT like you have, the 16710, that's the ultimate.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had the black. I think.
Yeah.
Duco works for Pfizer. He's trying to put you. No, I don't. Billy
What's your
Jean.
reference? What
Mine?
reference is your
Oh.
GMT?
16710.
And that's the same as Duco's, isn't it?
Mine's the
Yeah.
16700.
Oh, what?
Oh, you got the GMT one.
Yes, they made a GMT
Oh.
1 and a GMT 2 all in the same year.
Oh.
Yes.
So mine is the GMT 1.
Oh, yeah, mine says 2.
So that means you don't have the 24-hour hand is fixed, correct?
Correct. It's not a
It's
jumping
not-
hour hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to use the bezel to set the GMT time, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the GMT time I can't manually set the GMT time by itself. I have to go all the way around to get the GMT hand to move.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And then hold on. A while since I've actually set the GMT hand. It's pretty sad, huh?
That's been a keeper in your collection.
Yes.
What made you sell the Tudor sub? I don't understand that. Why sell the Tudor sub?
I never wore it. It has a plexiglass screen, and I kept
it's quite valuable. You got good money for it, didn't you?
Yeah. I did okay. But it sits really high, and I kept nicking it, and I never wore it. I want a new sub again.
That's the best reason to sell if you're not wearing a watch.
Yeah, I'm not wearing it.
Best reason.
No
reason to keep it. Let someone else enjoy it and fulfill its horological destiny.
Yep.
Out of all the watches you had and sold, what do you miss?
The sub 16610. That's the ultimate Rolex sports. That
the one you sold to that asshole.
Yeah, the one who. That was. I want it back, but maybe one day.
Which one is it? 16610?
Yeah.
Pre-ceramic sub day, steel sub day.
I remember.
In my opinion.
You know this? I had one of those years ago. I had a 16610, and it actually felt perfect. It feels perfect, that watch. I love ceramic. Don't get me wrong. I love ceramic. I don't know on the bluesy. I don't know if I could go back to ceramic. Sorry, to pre-ceramic. But on the steel, it just feels complete. It's just a.
It's you have a super chat, by the way.
Super chat. We got a super chat. Ooh, holy David, $31. Enjoy Hong Kong. That's my friend.
Nice.
Friend.
Thank you, David. Archie, I think that the ceramic ones just feel like more like jewelry, and the 5-digit ones are like tool watches. That's what the general opinion.
Yeah. I had the 2-line sub.
Yes.
1/4. So yeah.
I liked it a lot.
I've owned that a few times, the 2-liner.
Yeah.
The terrible thing is they're not cheap now. They've gone up a lot.
Dude, they're like, you're going to be in the high 8s, like 8,000 US. Or, I wouldn't buy one unless it has at least papers. So you're looking at like low 8s to like 10,000, depending on the condition. So like a grand more, you can get in a ceramic, the 40 mil.
Yes. But it's got a charm to it. The 2-line pre-ceramic has got a charm to it.
Yeah, it's clean. It's like the closest to the, I forgot the reference, like the one from the
5513.
Yes, exactly.
Do you think that Rolex would ever make a ceramic with holes? I just think that would be really cool if they put holes.
No, Rolex is a bunch of assholes. The thing is, the funny thing is, if I had a friend who had an Explorer 1, which is 20 mil, and he had a
20 mil?
a Batman bracelet, 20 mil bracelet.
Oh, okay.
And you cannot change bracelets between them.
No.
So the whole reason they don't have the holes case is they were interchangeable then.
Oh, they were beautiful. I loved it.
And that's the whole thing. You could, even the way they've positioned the holes, you can't even put a leather strap on these sports Rolexes. A lot of them suck.
It'll eat the end of the leather. It'll
yeah, it just fucking, I don't know why they do that.
They hate us. But I would think that would be super sticker, sorry.
Super sticker, thank you so much. Uzi, $1 super sticker, thank you so much, Uzi. I don't get it. I don't understand why they do that, because Panerai and Vacheron, they embrace it. Cartier embraces it, changeable bracelets.
Yeah, maybe when Rolex runs out of ideas, they'll make an interchangeable bracelet. I mean, Zenith doing it on all of their integrated bracelets now. They're all quick change.
I think.
Tell me this.
It's a statement by Rolex. They are so proud of the Oyster bracelet, specifically the Oyster. You don't need anything else. You have the Oyster.
Even the JLC, it's got the quick release for the bracelet.
That one has a quick release?
Yes, because that's owned by Richemont. So that's Cartier, okay? That's Richemont. And the only problem is it came with a rubber strap. It felt like shit, but the rubber strap that the watch came with just feels real fucking awful. I really want to get a soft leather, soft rubber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, that's beautiful. So how many straps does it? It's got the bracelet and you got a leather strap. Is that right?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna order.
You wear it? Okay.
I pretty much just wear it on the metal bracelet.
Oh,
sometimes I'll put it on the leather, but I like the metal. I like the screws. Looks badass, like Mad Max and Thunderdome, but in a dress watch. I don't know.
Super cool watch, really.
Yeah.
What makes you go down to 4? Why the 4? Is there any reason for that?
No.
You're just thinking you had enough. It just had enough.
No, the truth is, I bring every one of my watches to work with me every morning.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's just easier to bring them in a roll of 3.
A roll, yeah.
Yeah. You want me to tell you why I really did it? This is what I'm really going to do it. This is why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. But it won't fit in my bag, in my roll-up bag, because the bracelet doesn't squeeze.
Yeah.
So because of that, I'm just going to put
you have to wear that.
Yeah. And I get tired of wearing it. Sometimes I want to wear something else, but I don't want to leave it at home. So I can't put it in my watch roll. So it's, like it's a bag. It's a roll-up bag. So it's like, fuck it. I'm going to sell everything and then just put it in a hard roll. And that's the real reason. Isn't that a weird ass reason? Isn't that psychotic?
Yeah.
But it's a watch thing. It's a watch thing,
Yeah.
Look at the guy, the JD. Is it plastic or is this?
See,
how's he doing this?
I carry him in a bag.
How's he floating? How's he doing this?
Magic. Heroin.
Wow. Crazy.
It's so cool.
Wow. Jesus. Ow. Oh. Any explanation?
Pretty crazy.
It's a bar. There's a bar that goes underneath him.
Exactly.
They have these down in New Orleans.
He's getting more money than you, Arch. Look at the super chat's coming in.
Archie,
Look at
yeah.
it. Look at it. It's so well.
Archie, consider doing this. Look how many super chats.
Look at this, hey?
Archie, we would pay so much to see you try and get on this.
Yes.
You would be like Buddha. You would be hovering in the air. You would be the horological Buddha.
Feeling the lead.
Doing very well. Wonder if he takes crypto. Wow. Very cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, sometimes you look at your collection and you really think, how many is enough? You know what I mean? Like is endless pursuit of watches the answer, Duco?
You know what it is? It's like when, I don't know about where you live, but it's about to get really hot here.
Yeah, yeah.
And when summer comes, I'm not really thinking about watches as much. I want to spend my money on other things. And so I look down and I've got, 20, 30,000 sitting here. I'm like, fuck, do I really need all this shit? I could buy some cool shit with this,
Would you get a Raptor? A razor. No, a razor. Bush.
I've had a Can-Am. I like Can-Am better.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Than
They're
Polaris.
expensive. You can easily spend 20 grand on one of those, can't you?
Fuck yeah.
What is that? Sorry. What's a razor?
Side by side, buggy, race car, dune buggy type thing.
Those are dangerous, aren't they?
Yes, of course they
Don't
are.
flip it. I mean, no dangerous in a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Because if you flip them, they can be dangerous. They got a roll cage, haven't they, or something, or not really?
Yeah. There's a roll cage. Yep, there's
Just
a
be
roll
careful.
cage. I'll do my best.
Well, they depreciate like fuck, but don't they?
Yeah, they really do.
Like, you can halve your money very quickly.
Oh yeah, especially if you screw it up.
We got T-Dubs. Hey, T-Dubs, what's going on? The comms?
Operation Sneak step good in your last one on two legs. It was a war within yourself. But you wouldn't let your mates down till they had you dusted on. So you closed your eyes and thought about something else. And then someone yelled out, "Contact!" The guy behind me swore. We looked in there for hours. Then it got all muddy raw. Frankie kicked a mine the day that mankind kicked the moon. God help me. He was going home in June.
A super chat.
Thank you, T-Dubs. Thank you, T-Dubs. We've got a super chat here. That's a bit of an Australian war song. Pavel, $2. How's the $5,000 lawn doing, Duco?
It's doing good. I'm watering it right now, Pavel. Hey, y'all want to see a funny picture?
Yes, sir.
I'll share my screen. This is me acting a fool.
Oh, wow.
I buried my shit down to the frame.
How did you get it out?
Winch.
Okay.
And a bunch of beer.
Was it hard to clean up?
Nah, you take it to the car wash, put it on the trailer. But anyway, you like my pose there? That's a pretty good pose, ain't it?
Yeah. Peanut girl.
That's right.
Is that near where you live?
Yeah, pretty much where I live. Everywhere looks like this.
Wow. And how did it get so swampy?
I live in a swamp.
Okay.
My state is nothing but water, a little bit of dirt.
Cool. Cool stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
Archie, do you have any relatives who fought in Australia's wars?
Oh, look, my granddad actually, he was a soldier in the Russian army, and
Okay.
he was forced into it. Either you sign up or you get shot. That's the alternative you have.
Yeah.
And he said because he surrendered because the Germans had fucking machine guns and tanks. The Russian army, because he's part of Ukraine, he was from Ukraine. They had single action bolt action rifles, so World War One sort of gun, shared amongst two guys.
Yeah.
And a
the ammo
horse.
one. Yeah.
It's just absolutely
Archie,
awful.
you once mentioned that he had like an axe he took from a German, right?
Yes. Actually, that's my other grandfather. Now, the other grandfather, here's a story. He was going to join the Nazis, right? Okay. Based on one decision.
Okay.
They gave you a cool uniform. Right? He wasn't the smartest side, okay? That's my mother's side, okay?
All right.
And my grandma said, no, don't do that. The Germans are quite nasty. That's what she said. And anyhow, after the war, you needed to have chest x-rays before you could immigrate to the premium countries, Canada, America, UK. He had to do about 10 chest x-rays because his chest was so good. So they were selling them off to other people.
Oof. Wow.
And then when he was being transported, he stole an axe out of the German truck, right? And the problem was, right, it was made of low quality German steel.
Mm-hmm.
And it broke. He actually has a weld mark in it where he fixed it. And he said, fuck this. He was so, hey, Herman, how are you? What's going on, Mike?
Mike, break them. No small. Mama, no hall.
For some reason, we're losing the footage. We're losing the
sound, the audio.
Sound. I don't know what's going on there.
Herman, yeah.
Bad audio. Sorry about that.
Was playing Ice Cube. Yeah.
He's pretty cool. Herman is a very cool guy. But I got to tell you something. War is not something you really want to go into.
No.
Did you ever serve, Duco? Did you sign up? No, I ran. I must admit, not something. You had to serve, didn't you, Dis? And you hated it.
No, I didn't hate it. I served my 3 years, and then I just reserve duty, every few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the army is not a play game, especially where you live, where I live. So you actually need.
I always wanted to be an APC captain, commander. I wanted to be a tank commander. Those APCs, I wanted to drive one of those around until I realized they're a death box.
The tank.
Yeah.
They're dangerous.
Yeah, you have an IED, a mine, then
you're gone.
Yeah. You're gone. You have super chat.
We got a super chat. Thank you so much. There we got a super chat from Rodent, $3.05. Dis, I remember hanging out with the IDF girls when I was at TAU. Best time of my life.
Yeah. Wow. Jean was TAU is Tel Aviv University. I studied there too. IDF girls. Yeah, they're they are girls. They're Israeli. They have rifles. Can't beat that.
Can't be sexy. They're sexy.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah. Well, you when you're in the army, you have men and women in a very
Yes.
secluded places. There's lots of tension. You
The
know,
women get drafted as well, don't they?
yes, they do. It's mandatory. It's mandatory.
Fuck.
Yeah. And we are a very militarized state. You know, we have no other choice.
Yes.
But we strive for peace, despite what's
Yes.
happening right now. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I completely understand there, Dis. I got to tell you something. It's very easy to act the hero, except when you actually got to go and fight. And I probably would run away. You know.
That happens.
That's why I didn't want to fight Marcelo. I thought, do I really want to do training for 8 weeks? Do I really?
You do, Archie.
Thought,
You do, Archie.
I'm lazy. You know,
we know.
If it was fair, if Marcelo said, I'm not going to do any training, you don't do any training, let's go, it'd be fair. But that guy's going to be. Fair? Sorry?
You still think it's fair if there's no training?
Because we both have no training, it's fair. But if we both have training.
But, okay.
And I'm lazy. Rodent, $3.02. Rifles and handbags. Yeah, don't. That's exactly it. They can be very nasty.
Yeah, well, you can speak like a hero, but once your life is in danger, you're getting shot at. You know, all the nationalistic vigor sometimes
disappears.
You know, I'm not saying that's what happened to me, but it does happen to some people, and
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you know
Archie, yeah.
The Russian army, right? What they did is when my granddad didn't have a choice. They came into the town. They had singing. They had this concert. The soldiers gave. How great it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't join, you got shot. Okay.
Yeah.
They had the Russian troops. The Russian army was so bad, right? They actually had this special commander unit that would go around shooting deserters.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, that was the Stalin gave. It was an order from Stalin. You know,
yes.
No step back.
Yes,
but they were bad at the beginning of the war because Stalin purged all the officers and.
Well, they didn't have any equipment, for fuck's sake. They didn't have any equipment and poor training.
They got it from land lease from America in 42 and so on. So, you know, the Sherman tanks.
It was really fucked. It was really fucked.
So how do you know this, Archie? You heard this from your dad?
Yeah, well, actually, he told my dad, but he surrendered. See, he was supposed to go back to Russia after the war, but you'd be shot because you surrendered.
So who did your grandfather surrender to?
Oh, well, the Germans. The Germans turned up with tanks and machine guns.
So he's like,
and they got a single bolt action. That's right. They took their underpants off. And what my grandfather said is, he said he's never seen so many men who, before the war, they were agnostic.
They became really religious.
Once they became, Jesus saved me, they took their underpants off.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well,
so
they were outclassed.
Where did they take your grandfather?
Oh, he went to a salt mine.
A salt mine? Where at?
This is in Germany and Poland and.
So he eventually left there, was released, and he went to Australia.
No, he was no. So what happened? It's a long story. So I can tell you the story because he's dead now, right? But he was on a salt mine, and then he discovered that most people only lived up to 6 months
in the salt mine.
Yeah, they work you to death.
Sure.
Okay,
like you do.
So then he went to slave farming.
Okay, he got to choose.
Somehow he was friends with one of the guys there. One of the commanders. Okay, and then eventually, after the war, he went to England and pretended, because he couldn't be a German soldier. He couldn't be a Russian soldier because they would send you back home and you'd be shot for desertion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because after World War II, Stalin killed all these returned servicemen who surrendered. If you surrendered, you'd be shot.
Bad idea because now they have a massive population problem. But go ahead.
And then he fucked off to England and pretended he was something else. And then the British Secret Service was onto him, and they started investigating who he really was. So he decided to come to Australia in 1960.
Where all the criminals live, huh?
Exactly. That's what he decided to do.
Nice.
And my dad wasn't doing well.
That's how we got the ArchieLuxury?
That's exactly it. So my dad, they came out in 1960. My dad was 12 years old.
Oh, when he came to Australia?
Yeah. And believe it or not, he had to give up his girlfriend, and he's now dating her again. Can you believe that?
Are you shitting me?
Wow. No.
Wait. Your dad had to give up his girlfriend at 12 years old and is now dating her again? Wait,
yes.
Did she move to
she's
Australia?
She's from Florida now. She went to Florida.
So where's your dad? Goddamn. So your dad was living in Europe, in England?
He was living in Huddersfield. That's a working class.
I don't know
Huddersfield.
Where's that at?
Huddersfield is near Yorkshire.
Okay.
Yorkshire.
Okay. So that lady moved to Florida?
She got married and had kids, and then she married an American.
So how the fuck is your dad dating somebody that lives in Florida? They fly back and forth?
He's using my inheritance. You know, my inheritance that we're talking about,
That's
right?
not your inheritance, it's his. So is he in Florida right now? Can I go see Papa Luxury?
Actually, no. It gets worse. She's with him in Brisbane.
Burning through your inheritance.
Well, it's not too bad.
Did he fly her out there?
Well, I don't know the truth.
We got to get to the bottom of this.
But he goes over sometime and she comes over some. But he's lonely. Look, I tell you what, he said to me.
There's nobody in Australia?
That's what I said to him. He wants to have sex.
Well, yeah.
Up until he dies, he said. He said to me this.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Who doesn't?
That's exactly it, isn't it? How long can we keep going for? And actually, he's given me the talk. I've had the talk to him about erectile dysfunction in your late 70s. He said, son, it's going to get to a stage where you can only do it once a day.
Jesus.
That's what he says to me. He says he gets to a stage where he only does it once a day. He says if he does it anymore, it just doesn't finish.
Yeah, you just...
Completely off topic while I'm here. This building was in the movie The Matrix. This is the building that Keanu Reeves worked as Neo, where Agent Smith's character came in to get him. This is the building that was in The Matrix. Yeah, so that's where Hugo Weaving came in at the start and came through and up in the escalator. And that's the building where Neo worked. I'll take you to the fountain where Morpheus had his chat with Keanu Reeves, if you remember the movie. It's just a couple of blocks away. So, yeah, if you know the movie, it means something.
Yeah, of course.
I love The Matrix.
The dot matrix.
I love The Matrix. That's a great movie. Yeah, so that's the story, Juco. There's some gossip for you.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that fascinating. I'm pretty boring.
But I got to be honest with you. My dad was drafted into the army. We had draft here for the Vietnam War. We had Uncle Sam giving us a free holiday in Vietnam.
Ooh, pretty.
So did he go to Vietnam?
Well, actually, he decided that's the reason he went to university to dodge the draft.
So if you went to university, you could get out of going to the war?
You could get out of whilst you were at university. Then once you finished, you had to do your military service.
Was the war over by then?
Well, well, our government, we had a government who the Americans didn't like. And yeah, they actually had a change of government and they pulled out. They pulled out.
It's no fun to pull out.
No, it's no fun.
You got to stay in there and finish the job.
Exactly. Well, that's the sad thing but it is what it is. You know, Vietnam went a certain way, and your government pulled out as well.
We're good at pulling out.
But interestingly enough, Nixon did say he reckons that if it wasn't for the Vietnam War, other countries would have gone communist, he said. Which I think it could be true. But the other thing is, you look at China now. China's not really communist, is it?
I'm the last person.
They're very capitalist. You've got Rolex, you've got Hermes there. That's not really proletariat state, you know. It's a different version.
Maybe the hinders, the countryside, you know, the villages. The China you don't see.
Yes.
You have a super chat.
But it's got a super chat, guys. We've got a super chat. Super chat from Rodent, $5. This would know TAU people know how to have a good time, not like the squares at Hebrew University or Technion.
Yeah, those are the. He's right. In Tel Aviv is like the center of Israel. Cultural, you know, cosmopolitan. So, yeah, people know how to party, you know, drink, drugs, the whole shebang. Yeah, it's a good point.
Drugs.
Guys, we're going to wrap this show up soon. We're just waiting for JD to take us to the fountain. I want to see the fountain.
Yeah,
Whilst he does that, that's okay. I want to go through the list of people who super chatted today and thank them. We had a really good show. Tiktology, Jake Brooks, Rodent 3.0, Rodent 3.0, Rodent 3.0, Strider came back out, Uzi, Rodent 3.0, Gun Glutton, Rodent 3.0, Neo. We had Rodent 3.0, Uzi, Rodent 3.0, $50, Rodent 3.0, Rodent 3.0, Jefferson Exotic, Rodent 3.0, Rodent 3.0, $50, Rodent 3.0, David, $31, Uzi, $1, and Pavel. We had Rodent 3.0, Rodent 3.0, Rodent 3.0. And thank you to Dave. Thank you for David's very kind super chat as well there. Thank you so much. And JD, I got to tell you, Juco, you know what? The good thing about the hobby is I don't think it makes any difference whether you have 4 watches or 24 watches.
Yeah.
It's kind of the love for the hobby. And you know what? In this free enterprise world we live in, if you get sick of one, you can sell it and buy something else you like.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And as for you, Dis, 2 Rolexes, man, that is pretty. That's baller. That's a baller move. How is the job working out for you? Happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm doing something I believe in, and yeah, I'm happy.
Man, that's
turned the
the
fountain
important
off.
thing.
They've turned the fountain off today, but this is the
they
fountain.
turned it off.
Yeah, I know, what a killer. That's where
Hey.
Morpheus speaks to Neo, explaining the Matrix in slow-mo, and there's all of the people in office suits walking past. That's it there. But unfortunately, it's off today.
Oh, that's
there
okay.
There you go.
Hey, guys, thank you so much for coming. I want to say, hey, JD, thank you so much for the footage.
No
that was
problem at all.
amazing.
Thank you.
Juco, thank you so much for coming on the stream today. It's always a pleasure to have you, man. I got to be honest with you. You don't realize this, but you are the voice of reason. I look at your collection and the way you've done things, and I say to myself, I don't need to fucking own 20 watches. I don't need to own so much shit. You know what I mean?
I hear you, buddy.
And I look up to you. You're a guy who had a Porsche and said, you know what? I didn't even like it.
Got to send it back. Lease is over.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. I know exactly. Man, I got a lot of respect for you. You're not some douchebag who you just said, it wasn't for me. Okay, but you've done it. The important thing is you've done it. That's the thing.
I've done it. I've scratched the itch.
And Dis, man, I got to tell you, man, you have come so far, man. I'm so proud of you, man. I remember having a talk to you. I remember talking to your mum on the phone, and I was thinking, man, I'm really worried about this guy. Man, you have come so good. Your mum is amazing. Let me say that to you. Your mum, I spoke to her. She wouldn't accept failure. Your mum, I remember talking to your mum. She said, it's not an option to fail.
Mm-hmm.
She was so behind you, Dis. And I mean that, man. She was so fucking behind you, man. She's very inspiring.
Thank you, man. And I appreciate your help.
Okay.
And
man, you're a lovely man. I love you, man. Do you think I should just I'm gonna tune in with Marcelo. What do you think, Marcelo? I'm gonna go to London. Just
do it.
I'm just gonna be friendly. Just be friends. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think war is good,
Yeah.
Dis, I love you, man.
You too. Love you too.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. Look. He sometimes is motivated by money, but we all are at times.
Sometimes. I haven't noticed.
JD, I got to tell you something, man. I mean this to you honestly, right? Sometimes I've wanted to quit streaming. I thought, fuck, I hate this. Man, you are an inspiration. Okay. It really means a lot to me that, you told me the story that you had your treatment whilst you're watching the stream, man. You really make me cry. I really love you, man. You're a good man. You're a really good man.
Pleasure.
And that story meant a lot to me because someone said to me, why do you do it? And I just remember your story, and that's a
Archie,
fucking...
have one more super chat, Arch. Just popped up.
You got one more super chat. Thank you. The super chat. Rodent 3.0, $5. Come to Chicago or Utah. Moron. Yes. I'll see what I can do. I will definitely see. Guys, that's the show for today. I want to say thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. And JD, thank you, man. That footage, Anzac footage, was amazing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Try my best. See you, mate.
See you later, guys. Thanks, guys.
What a